So it's been over 2 weeks since the election, and one of the odd things about running a local ballot initiative is there's no one really to call you and concede the election. And a lot of the national outlets and big papers don't do projections as votes are coming in. But here's what we do know. Ranked choice voting is definitely coming to Seattle. Since Election Day, on the question of whether or not to change our elections at all, yes has been winning every single ballot drop and is now up by almost 6,000 votes. And the second part of that question about which system to use, approval voting or ranked choice voting, isn't even close. Over 140,000 more people chose ranked choice voting, which is winning by over 75% last time I checked. Now, a lot of people have been asking, when will we have ranked choice voting elections in Seattle? That's up to Julie Wise, who's the King County election administrator. She has a deadline of 2027, so we definitely know that in 2027 we'll have ranked choice voting, but it could come much earlier. It just all depends on if she feels that she has the money and support to be able to administer ranked choice voting elections and what kind of timeline her and her department chooses. I'll be talking with her on the Seattle channel next week, so tune in. But the thing that's super exciting is it shows that community organizing works. The other side had billionaires and tech executives behind them, and they lost. And community organizations that have been diligently organizing for democracy reforms like ranked choice voting won. And it's going to mean that finally we have a lot better conversations about our local elections. You don't have to be nervous about asking someone who they're thinking about voting for and supporting someone different. You can have an actual discussion about why one candidate is your favorite and make the case for why they should be second or third for someone else who has a different favorite candidate. And that's a much better political environment. The other thing that's really great about this is the organizations like Fair Vote Washington and others that are involved with our coalition, Washington for Equitable Representation, delivered a mandate for ranked choice voting. So every elected official in Seattle now has tens of thousands of constituents that voted for ranked choice voting. And it means that we aren't just going to get better elections in Seattle, but that we have a mandate for expanding better elections across our state. So follow our newsletter, The Tally, where every week we'll be tracking legislation around ranked choice voting, other democracy reforms, and other priorities for WCA through the legislative session.